What is up, bros? Josh here. Today's video is another game we had in Space Battles, and this one was just a good lesson to kind of talk about overall. It's a good breaking it down video for you guys to hopefully explain the importance of capping in this game. Now, we are playing the Blue Aster, the Z-52 in the Space Battles, and it's not so much that it's more important in Space Battles. I just think this is a good lesson overall. This is actually a really fun game, and it just shows how good, how far a little bit of math can take you when it comes to this game, and I feel like a lot of people don't really underestimate the importance of caps. However, I have talked about before that caps aren't everything. I will do a little bit of a disclaimer there. You know, getting a cap isn't worth throwing away your ship for in a lot of situations, so it is very case by case on how important the cap can be. But when it gets to the end, on whether do you need to open fire and start going all guns, do you need to kill, do you need the cap, this is a really good example of that. We have been playing the Space Battles a decent amount on our stream. You come check us out, twitch.tv/mejash. This has actually been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have been enjoying these Space Battles. Again, in the video we did earlier, there's going to be 3 different stages. This is the first one, and this is actually I think one of the more fun game modes. It brings kind of this interesting play of needing to push while needing to stay defensive at the same time, and this kind of just promotes aggressiveness, and it makes for what are basically tier 10 ships, although they're technically tier 7s in this game mode, but tier 10 ships being more aggressive. Now, I think that one of the best parts about the space mode is that it's just a fun game mode. It's not serious. Everyone's just going in there having a good time. And but this one we actually had to put on our tri-pants a little bit and do some quick maths to really get the final result that we wanted. This ended up being a pretty long game as well. Usually these games are lasting between 10 and 12 minutes. A little bit faster than random battles. This one went the full 20. So I think this is maybe like our only one that's gone the full 20. So it was a little bit more of a quote-unquote try hard. Also, I'll probably do a whole video on this, but it was kind of brought up in chat, and now that somebody brought it up, it makes perfect sense, that this is a fantastic way to earn Captain XP. So I'll probably do a couple games and show you guys how good that is in a different video. But yes, this is a fantastic way to earn a lot of Captain XP, Elite Commander XP. And what I mean by that is, since you get all the captains for the space battles, since you get a 19-point captain, all of the captain XP you earn is going to go into the elite commander XP, and then you can use those on any one of the other ones. So I'll probably do a video. The next video will probably be over that, and I'll probably play some more on stream tonight, play some space battles to just show you how good you can take advantage of this event. And again, the best part about this for a lot of people too is it's not serious. You can go in, have a good time, play some ships maybe you haven't played before, although these are, I wouldn't say they're quite different versions. Some of them have different mods than the other ones. Some of them don't have concealment expert or concealment module, others do, blah blah blah. But still, it's a fun game mode to just go in, have a good time, not really worry about winning or losing, and just going in and getting your rewards. Also remember, there are rewards for you know, just playing the game, getting 10 kills of destroyers, cruisers, and battleships, getting wins in each one of the classes as you can unlock more and more. Also, there's plenty of things to get the Aronium, which is the currency of this event, which you can actually unlock. And we're going to see a broadside DM versus broadside Minotaur, and we'll see what ends up happening there. So, a bunch of goofiness ends up happening with this, so not too bad. But yeah, Aronium is a way you can get some tier 10 legendary modules, which is pretty cool. If you didn't know, once you unlock a tier 10, you unlock a new mission. That mission will then give you the chance of getting a special module, which will be able to change up the playstyle a little bit. Some are great upgrades, some are mediocre. So I'll probably do an entire video on that as well, going over all the legendary modules that are worth it or not, or ones that are fun. So that'll probably be something we'll be working on the stream as well. But overall, it's just a fun game mode. I love stuff like this. It's only a temporary thing, but one of the things that they are doing, and I'll say this in probably every video about the space battles, is they are hopefully testing these game modes as being permanent game modes. And the reason why I like this so much, this one, I believe this is Binary Star, is that this promotes being aggressive because you need to stay with that cap. However, the caps aren't like end-all be-all caps, and as you see right here, destroyers are having a bit of a tough time when it comes to this game mode. I'm 5 minutes in and I've done no damage. So it is a bit of a bummer when you are playing DDs, because everything has hydro since there's no planes, and everything basically has radar, it seems like. I mean, only the galaxies have radar. If the Minotaurs, the Normals take it, then they do, but I haven't seen too many radar Normals. But still, overall, a lot of fun. But now the modes have started, and as you see, we're down 170 points right now, but we can make up for that with caps. So that's what I'm trying to do. I see the one DD over there, and I'm trying to figure out what is the best play. So their team is pretty spread out. So obviously we're using our eyeballs, which means we're going to look at the mini map and see where everyone's positioned. So as you see, there is a lot of people that are flexed out to both sides. Wide here, and the thing about this circle is it's going to get smaller and smaller and more centralized. So what does that mean for me? I'm going to go cap that so we can get tons of points because we're down by tons of points. Also try to clean up some low health ships if we can, and use that that Z52 AP, which is fantastic, especially against a broadside DM. There's nothing you can really do, and we'll shred him for some salvos. And he keeps healing though. He keeps healing and doesn't change his speed. But 2600 a salvo, and we just keep losing ships. But this is one thing too, where I've talked about caps before. Caps are extremely important in this game, but they are not the end-all be-all that you need to throw your ship away for. You can still win. You can technically win without getting any caps. Now, this is a bit of a different game mode. The caps are a bit more aggressive. Every 5 seconds, you get 15 cap points per cap you have. So the caps are very important, but still, in a situation, you don't want to be throwing away your ship just for a cap. It most likely isn't worth it in the end. As you know, every time a ship dies, your team loses points and the enemy team gains points. So, but in the end, you do want to get those cap points because you can make up for being down lots of ships. So that's something we're looking for. So one thing you'll see me do a lot on stream is play destroyers, and the reason I play destroyers a lot is because you can get map control, and what you can do is put a lot of artificial pressure. I wouldn't even call it artificial pressure. You put a lot of pressure on a team, even if they're out killing you, but you make them have to continue to be aggressive. If they aren't continuing to be aggressive, they're just going to lose the game. So that's one thing you'll see a lot of teams do as well in this game, is they will get into positions where they will get the lead, and then instead of trying to win the game, they'll try to not lose it. And they may sound like this same thing, but they're basically trying to just not lose it and throw their lead. They're basically trying to get into a spot where they can then, you know, just hold on to their lead and ride it out. I think we were hooked on that. That might just be the replay right there. So I'm trying to screen for the Republic of the Paris that's in the middle. I figured the torps would be in from the Zal, but he didn't even torp him at all, so that was kind of interesting. And we're trying to get a nice little comeback here, and using that last little bit of smoke to maybe light a fire on the Repub and do a tad more damage. We know that he's repaired my one flood, so we got a little bit to worry about. So things I'm looking for right now, where the last known DD is, which is way on the J line, so we kind of need to kill him. So J line, these Paris are pushing into the middle. We are going to get the kill on the Norma, which is really good. And we're starting to just lose this a little bit. But we have double Zao with the Zayas. We have a couple Parises pushing in. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm probably going to die. 6.3 kilometer detection on the Blue Aster. So we're probably going to be in a bad spot. I unluckily couldn't torp this because our Paris was going full speed, but we still are flooding out the Paris behind it, and that should be a full flood. One thing about the repairs in this are a tad different than normal, same with heals, and luckily our Paris slowed down, so I could potentially throw some torps, but my dead teammate was the perfect shield for this guy. So I think we threw out one for each. No, we threw one in the back one, and we're trying to get, maybe this guy will push in and we can get torps on him too. It doesn't even show me selected him on those replays though. Again though, we are flooding him out and already up to 92,000 damage. We'll take that. And hoping that we have kind of brought this back. I think at one point we were down 4 ships, but this is where you kind of see the single file. Actually, the rest of my team played really good. The double Normas here played extremely well, and down goes that guy. So we're going to smoke up here, and then we're just going to farm out this Paris. It's not that big of a deal, but the other Zayas are so healthy. And so Minotaurs versus Zao, you'll see what one can do. Well, actually, one of our Normas is playing pretty well. The other one is going to donate his Norma to the enemy team. And we're going to see what these caps can actually do for us and how you can kind of turn that back. So, it's very important for me to find this destroyer. If I don't find this DD, they're going to just kind of outcap. Right now, we're balanced. So, one of the things is, Our Normas could just sit in that cap and cap that out. However, the one Norma that is going to donate his ship immediately rolls right out of it. So I figured I would roll. They would cap the one on B. They would cap basically the other cap. And then I would go down and hold down that cap. And we'd be fine, but I still need to find that destroyer as well. So I'm trying to get a feel of where he is. Luckily, the one right there is going to roll back into cap and start capping that out. But we have a little bit of a cap Mexican standoff here. They keep resetting. We keep resetting, blah, 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 blah. But they have a really good crossfire. And if you've ever played the Minotaur or Zao and put in pressure or ever shot at a Minotaur, you know how much damage you can do. So we are at a disadvantage, especially that guy being full life. But we'll hopefully take a bit of a lead here. Now, one thing I did think about is resetting their cap. Now, as you see, our other Minotaur is avoiding capping, which is fine. I'm sure he's having a good time. He's avoiding capping, and he's going to sail perfectly broadside to a Zal with its wonderful IGN 203s, and we'll give him a little bit of time to live here, and we're going to be down a ship. So he's going to ripple fire, not angle at all, not that he really can too much, and we're at a basically full life Norma. Some AP coming in. Let's look back and see what he's okay, not so much anymore, and at least he was having fun. So there we go. All right. So 3v3 now goes to a 2v3, and our Minotaur luckily is playing extremely well right now. So ever since it switched, I need to go kill this DD. Once I kill this DD, I can try to get map control. Now he did get a torp right here, which is awesome. I actually got a double torp, and so I'm trying to keep that Zao detected. If I keep that Zao detected, then we can do a lot of damage. Also, I need to go find this destroyer. If I do that, then we can probably win a 1v2. If he smokes, I could smoke for him as well and bring this back. But it's all about, at this point, trying to get map control while trying not to bleed too many points. So right now, we got to kill that one Zao, kill the Zao, or I'm going to say Zao, the Zaya. Kill that Zaya, and then we bounce over, and I can kill this destroyer. I figured the DD would probably push the cap and get within range, but this guy played this like, I don't know, a god, basically. He played it insane. So one downside about me going this way is my Zaya is going to lose spots on that Minnow, or that my Minnow is going to lose spots on that Zaya. So that's a bit of a downside. He could have farmed him for a little bit of damage, but really in this situation, I have to go kill this DD because we're going to be down points. We should hopefully get this cap, and then we have plenty of time. We have 7 minutes left. We can probably 2v1 that Zao. If anything, I potentially YOLO him, and we could get a situation where we could win that way. But the next couple of minutes of this freaking game, I don't know what this guy, the route he took was insane, because he went so far. As you see, the route that this DD took, he killed our battleship over here on the J line, J9, and then his route is he took this route all the way up the 10 line, all the way up, and he's gonna end up right about here. I don't know, the scenic route this guy took is next level strat. You know, we had a fun little conversation about this 200 IQ by accident. One of the downsides is they are getting resets on us for that, so we aren't going to get that cap. So this is actually really bad. They're going to get A cap. They're going to technically have B cap still. We can't cap it out because he's detected by the Minotaur, or he's detecting the Minotaur, so their Zaya can shoot, and actually the Minotaur's smoke is acting as a defense for the Zaya. So a bit of a bummer here, and as soon as the A cap is capped, then the Zaya will just continue to shoot. He has the health. He doesn't really need to worry about going dark. So this is where I was talking to the guy, hey, we probably need to split up. You need to go towards the Zao, do as much damage as you can, and then I'll go for the destroyer. So he went all the way around. This guy is the hero the team didn't deserve, man. He went all the way around from J9 all the way north to then basically have this little standoff. Now, he did waste 2 minutes of my time, so maybe that's the hidden 200 IQ, but we will eventually get this kill. We get the kill, but man, I did not think he would be that far north. So right now, we're in a situation where we can do two things. One, we go kill him, and you're gonna see how fast it's gonna cap up. Now this is something that people will learn a lot, and it's not so much about us needing to kill him, it's about us stopping the bleed of points. And what I mean by that, whenever I talk about that on stream, is bleeding points means they are continuing to gain points, and we're basically losing points over time because they are continuing their lead as we're gonna match them tick for tick, basically 15 for 15. We have to stop them getting points. So it's not even so much about us capping that cap, it's about us stopping that cap, because I think it's every 3 or 5 seconds, they're going to get 15 more points. We have to stop that more than anything. So that's why even you'll see us have some conversations here about this Norma letting me go first, getting spots on this Xayah, because I have radiolocation. He does as well, the Xayah does. So it's really important for him to not just roll sideways. We already saw what happened when a Norma went broadside against a Zao. With only 17.5k, he's a single salvo. That's only going to be, what, 3 or 4 shells with AP, and he's going to die. So, yeah, right now we're doing the math as well. So we're talking, okay, we have 3 minutes. First of all, we got to stop the cap. And then can we win if we lose the Roma or the Norma? And can we win if I don't even cap it? That's the math we're trying to do in our head. So one thing too is this guy is in a bit of a crossroad. Does he defend this with risk of dying, or does he run and potentially win that way? They're going to have such a lead. There's only a little bit of time left, and this is when that quick math starts to happen in. So we're looking at it. We're down by, what are we technically down by? One. Quick math, just under 200, about 190. It depends on when the tick is. So just under 200. So that's going to be a few seconds. So at 15 a tick, 200. You know, we're going to need to get on there for a little bit. He is playing it pretty well. He's angling away, and now our Norma is dying. So he's just continued to push. I wish he would let me go first, because what he could have actually done is just sat right here, and then I could have spotted the Xayah, and he could have just farmed him. He decided to push around full speed, wanted to be the hero, and so he's going to eventually die. I could have also smoked. As you see, I tried to get him to slow down. I could have smoked for him. I thought about heading over there, but in the end, now we're going to give away our Norma. So I'm thinking, okay, should I go over there and smoke him? It's not worth it. We have to stop this cap. We have to stop this cap, even if he dies, because we're going to drop some points here. If I get on this cap and stop that, that's our only way of winning. And you're going to see how close this is to us actually losing this game right here. Now, technically, we can get on there. Obviously, he launches 10-kilometer torps when something's 10 kilometers away, and we're going to stop it. So us stopping it right there actually saved us from losing it at that point. So I think we're going to be, they gain 40 points if they kill that, because he's going to just get wrecked. So we'll see if those 10-kilometer torps hit. My guess, my expert opinion is probably no. And so right now I'm going to put some defensive torps out there in case this Xayah turns in. But luckily, he doesn't turn in. So Norma goes down, and as you see right there, bingo, 970 points. But we did our math. We win. There's nothing this guy can do. Now, one thing I was worried about is potentially torping me with his 12 km torps. And with the time, we don't even need to cap this. We will actually get enough points without capping it. We're going to bring it back, and we have enough to win. So this is just a really good kind of example of doing the math and just realizing what needs to happen to get the win. They have no point generation. We have another cap getting us 15 per, and basically we are stopping their bleed. So there's basically nothing you can do unless one of his god torp hits me at 12 kilometers. He was in that gunfight the entirety of the time, so unless he just luck chucked him out, there's no way he can win. Again, we didn't even need to stop. Well, all we had to do was stop this. We didn't even need to cap it. So a pretty good overall game. This one was just, I think, a good lesson to kind of go over and say, just do the quick math, take a second, do the quick math, and probably you might win a few more games if you just think about stopping the bleed and getting the win. If I would have gone over and smoked that Minotaur, we would have lost in 10 seconds. So or if you would have still killed him, you would have lost in 10 seconds. So overall, that was a fun little game. Space Battles continues to be a fantastic thing, and overall, we got a cool little lesson in here of caps are important if you just do the quick math. It's definitely worth it. But again, I'll do a couple videos coming up on the best way to kind of farm XP, so look forward to that one, as well as I will do a video over the legendary modules. So look forward to both those videos coming up, and we'll try to show off what you can actually get for free with the Space Battles. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me breaking it down, learning how to do that quick maths. That's it for me, though. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.